Yeah, tell her. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold your hand or spoon feed you on this one. I'm gonna let you grope around in the dark. 'Cause I'm fucked up that way. And I may do this in 2 parts. 'Cause I'm fucked up that way. So everything in this sequence speaks of agency. And it doesn't matter if not doing is still a doing. Determinism demands that there is no such thing as a choice. One saying that the world can turn out a number of different ways depending on the choice of doings by a conscious being is completely contrary to hard determinism. This has been a nagging, contradictory, consistent inconsistency throughout my many disquisitions on the matter, pointed out many times and yet continually ignored, that begs for rectification. The current stance you adopt is more in line with compatibilism, or at the very least, soft-boiled determinism. Hardcore determinism destroys all chance of any actual decisions ever being made. So it's not even a question of how else could a decision be made. There is no such thing as a decision. That's all illusion. All this talk about thoughts and feelings have no bearing on the automatic nature of the deterministic mechanism. Decide, affect what's determined to happen, the will of the actor, will to change things, deciding to act one way and not another, motives to try and change things. All free will compatibilistic rhetoric, which is fine as long as one owns a position and doesn't claim that these assertions represent hard determinism. With determinism, there is no such thing as a will, period. There may be an illusion of a will, which is probably where your idea of thoughts and feelings having a functional utility comes from. But this idea of a will is merely an aspect of illusory phenomena, and believing it otherwise is just an intellectual narrative. Thoughts and feelings have no tangibility. To claim them to be factors that play a role in causality is a reification. Thoughts and feelings are inconsequential to the gears of the machinery. If you are strapped into a roller coaster set to go around a set of tracks endlessly, you may think and feel any number of ways over the course of time, but that's not going to change the operation of the hardware. What the dominoes think or feel as they fall according to their predetermined path is irrelevant. So thoughts and feelings are reactive at best. And this claim isn't merely theory, but is a contention that is backed up by experimental evidence gathered in the field of neurological science. The data from the research certainly implies that our minds appear to be making decisions before we're actually aware of them, from anywhere between 1 to 10 seconds prior to conscious awareness of it. This indicates that biological movements and actions are already predetermined subconsciously before the thinking, feeling conscious mind even gets a chance to have a thought or feeling. In other words, the subconscious is already initiating the point of effectuation 2 steps ahead of the thoughts and feelings that are swimming around in the consciousness. So thoughts and feelings don't even get a chance to play a role in the initialization of any new causes that are said to have this so-called open-ended potential that is supposedly contingent upon their existence. So, at best, thoughts and feelings are responsive, not causal. Wow. Those are some really great descriptive, poetic reifications. But none of it matters if causality is automated. So, now that you have conceded the existence of a will, answer this simple question. Are decisions predetermined before the decision is actually made? Or are decisions open-ended potentials that are decided in the moment as they happen? Saying that a decision is determined by causality doesn't make clear whether or not the decision is already predetermined before it happens. The act of deciding something may be spurred by causality, but what about what is being decided? Is a decision already set beforehand, or is it set the moment the transaction of cause and effect unfolds?